everybody. How are you? I am Dr. Celina Pina Shemo, sometimes known as Dr. Celina Belmaz Pina, but I'm a trauma specialist, an author, a global ambassador, and a proud member of Hearts of Change advisory board. So I thought I would just start by sharing a mini view of Celina from my little childhood to today, very quickly. I was the only child of many generations of only children. I have a daughter, she's an only child also. I was the young child that knew how to protect my mother from seizure complications. I was that child who longed for her father, very close to my father, because he traveled a lot and was gone for long periods of time. I was that child who felt love in moments, especially by my father and his mother. But I was also loved by my mother and her mother. But due to my mother's illness, it was more of a take care of love, survival love, making sure everything's okay love, which was done by my mother's mother, my grandmother, my maternal grandmother. I was that child that had that quiet voice that held things in and didn't expose my feelings that were too confusing for me as a young mind to understand what they were and what they meant. So I was quiet and I would think a lot, and I can see myself doing that. Sitting in my mother's chair in her bedroom, looking out the windows, particularly when I was in my detached phases at 8 years old, but we'll get there. I was that child who quit and lost the desire to achieve. And this was the 8-year-old phase. So at this point, I stopped going to school. Or when I was there, I wasn't present. And it was all because my mom wanted to divorce my dad. So from 4th grade to 8th grade, I wasn't present in many ways. I was a child who became invisible, who became there, but not present, and later felt invisible to others. However, I did find resilience. I found resilience through the love of my father and his mother, and through the empathy that I carried for my mother, and for the gratitude that I carried for my maternal grandmother, who took care of everything for us, everything for me and my mother, because my mother was very ill. I found pieces of myself, however, when I was able to go and live with my father. This was at 14, although I would visit with him on Martha's Vineyard through the summers. But at 14, I was able to go and live with him and attend high school for fear that I would not make it if I didn't. So there I found an interest in learning again. My gifts of being knowledgeable began to return. However, they were challenged because I had a lot of difficulty keeping up the coursework, of course, not going to being present from 4th to 8th grade. I found, although I had significant complications with my stepmother. She was a very difficult woman. And but there was something about her that caused me to become even more motivated to want to succeed, to not prove her right, and to move away from the deceptive ways that she was trying to carry me forward into my father's eyes and my father's heart. But I found that the love and caring that I had yearned for all those years when my father was away traveling and when my mother decided to divorce my dad, I decided that no one would take that away again. No one. I will fight to keep my dad's love. And I did. And through that fight, and through that yearning, and through that motivation of that very difficult woman, I became who I am. I am Dr. Celina Pina, CEO of Vanilla Gardens, Inc. Vanilla Gardens, Vanilla, VGI Mental Health is my grandmother, my paternal grandmother's name, Vanilla. I am an international best-selling author of The 5 Keys to Emotional Oneness, the Emotional Detox System. Who could write that better than me, right? I am the architect of healing hearts and empowering voices. I know how to do that well as well. And I am a global speaker who serves on many global boards and has membership in many global organizations. I am, however, I've maintained that I am a very simple woman who is grateful for all the lessons, pains, and disappointments that were placed in front of me. I am grateful for feeling and receiving the power of love that held me together, my daddy's glue, which gave me resilience and allowed me to align with my innate gifts that were never taken away, never lost, never removed. I'm thankful to God for bringing me through my many years of complexities and for experiencing the lessons and receiving the gifts from those lessons that have allowed me 30 successful years of doing what I love more than anything, is giving back. I am you, moving into a circumference of life, expanding my voice, unlocking my potential, unveiling my truths, and unleashing that which does not fit. My yesterday created the foundation for my today, and I am thankful for my yesterdays. We need to be remembered. All we need to remember is when we can, in fact, unlock, unveil, and unleash through love and truth, we will arrive at our destination of authenticity and continue to unwrap those amazing innate gifts that no one, not a person in life, can take away. And I thank you for listening to my story. I am Dr. Celina Pina Shemo, and I look forward to being with you. Thank you.